Good evening and welcome back to the Chatterbox with yours truly, King Jacob. I am your host, King Jacob. So we're back with another terrific Tuesday. We done got through that mindful money, that motivation money, that money Monday, and so we're back at Tuesday and we're heading into Hump Day tomorrow. And so this evening, man, we have a definitely another star-studded episode. This man needs no introduction, but we're definitely gonna allow him to reintroduce himself, like Hope say, "Let me reintroduce myself." So none other than my man Jay, all the way from Dallas. So to just give you a formal introduction of who he is, I definitely let him connect with you to let you know at home who he is.
Salute, salute, King David. I'm Jay Waiters of Triple D R&B, singer, songwriter, arranger, MC. Uh, been singing for a while since the age of 3, and just been grinding, man. Started out in the church, and I sing a lot of R&B, but I'm still a gospel singer at the same time. But I sing R&B. That's me, and I've just been on this journey, man, and I work with a lot of prolific artists and producers and engineers, man, and I'm just climbing these days, man. I'm just grateful.
Okay, great. So man, we're gonna get into your whole journey, bro. So when did you actually find out that you had a gift that can captivate audiences? Like, what age were you when you found out that you had this gift?
Age of 3, age of 3. My mom is a soprano, so she sings second soprano and first soprano. I was living in Chicago, Illinois, Liberty Baptist Church, and it's a pretty nice sized church, uh, by the south side of Chicago, and I was supposed to be in kids choir, and they was upstairs practicing. It was rehearsal, and I'm upstairs and I'm singing, and that's when everybody found out. I had a real powerful voice, and my mom kept me in choir and acting and plays and everything under the sun, and she just kept me active, and my voice matured into what it is today, man. I've sung opera in school. I've won state state medals for solo and ensemble for my high school. I've won scholarships. So I've sung in French, Spanish. I did some things.
Okay. So upon your mother discovering that you had a gift, a voice that could captivate audiences, when you can kind of, from the church background, I come
Hmm.
from a church background too. So when you understand that a child has an anointed voice, as they said, baby,
Right.
they said then that young man anointed. He gonna do some things, as black people say in church.
Yeah,
And so,
exactly.
as right. So as your mother is hearing you sing, and she hearing you hit the high lows, the runs, the riffs, and stuff at such a young age, what type of conversations did you and your mom and your grandparents and your pillars of your church community of your community have when it comes to how gifted you were?
Well, they let me be me, and it was a lot of structure at the choir. I mean, at the church I was at. So Liberty Baptist Church was a well-known church, and also the choir was well-known. So rehearsal was serious, practice was serious. So, but as far as me being at home with my parents and my grandparents, they let me be me. Whether it was music on TV, running around the house singing all day, it wasn't no one to tell me. It wasn't no one there to tell me to sit down. They just let me sing and be me, and I think that helped me grow. It helped me mature as an artist, as far as my ears listen to all types of music besides just singing at church. So I think that has a lot to do with it.
Okay. So upon you singing and you growing up, so when did your mother start putting you in front of people? At what age was you in front of people, an audience?
At the age of 3, my 3 and 4, my first major crowd was probably about 500 people. By the age of 8, I tried out for the Ricky Diller Youth Choir. I made the choir, but my mom
Oh,
moved
back
us to
up, back
Dallas,
up, back
Texas.
up, back up, brother, back up. So for those in the audience who don't know who Ricky Dillard is, Ricky is a big deal.
Yeah.
Ricky is the type of person that you would put in the category with Kurt and Hezekiah Walker and so on and so forth. So upon you trying out with the Ricky Diller Youth Choir, let's elaborate on what type of experience that was for you as a youngster.
Well, I was real young. I'm guessing they heard my voice at I don't know if we had a church event or I don't know where it was, but all I know I had to go try out. I had to try out in front of him, and all I know I made the choir, and all I know for our first show we had to wear all white, but I ended up not doing it because my mom ended up meeting my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? So salute to that. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. I tried out and I sung whatever I sung. He said yay, and that's what it was.
Okay. So you end up not doing it because there was another situation, adult situation that happened. Okay.
Right, right.
Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. So upon you knowing that you was good enough to make a youth choir that he organized, what was your feeling?
I didn't understand yet, to be honest with you, King Jacob. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Not even because of the age. I didn't understand the space. So when I got to Dallas, I was still in church, but I really didn't come out and sing for like 2, 3 years. I was trying to get comfortable. I was a child. I didn't know no one, so I had a gift bottled up in me. And I met Debette Draper and Stephanie Steffens. And they kind of helped mold me and train me up. Debette, I'm pretty sure you know the song "The Storm Is Over Now."
Right.
Uh, that's Debette Draper on there. So and also my mom was best friends with Kirk Franklin. They went to school together. So true story. So, what I'm saying, all this, it's all in this melting pot down. So yeah.
Okay. So upon your mom being best friends with Brother Kurt,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, your mom had some ties in the gospel industry that most people don't have.
Yeah, but she didn't never use it though. She didn't never
Okay.
use it. Yeah. I kind of everything that I've been through, it's been me. But since I've been an adult and when I was younger, she didn't force anything or really reach out to no one. It was all just by the gift that God gave, to be honest.
Okay. So it was all navigating and networking, but it was all did organically as well.
Yes.
Okay.
No doubt.
So upon you moving to Dallas, so what age was you when you moved to Dallas?
I had to be about 8, 9 years old.
89 years old. Okay,
Mhm.
so you're entering middle school in Dallas, and
Right,
so
right.
and so you just chipped out for about 3 years to kind of find out who you were while you was navigating through a whole nother city where you didn't know anyone. Okay,
Yeah,
so by the time you was around about 12 years old, you definitely
right.
started back singing, right?
Yeah, around that time, like I said, middle school, I sung at school, but I really wasn't singing at church. I was warming up. I
Uh
went from
huh.
Baptist to Kojic, and I think you know a little something about that. That's
Right.
them two completely different speeds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right. Right. Right.
I went from clapping at a slower pace to a real fast pace, and learning how to sing a different way. So yeah, it
Okay.
helped a
Okay.
lot.
Okay. So would you learn how to sing a different way? Cause churches is different, because I've had experience with all of them, Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, all of them,
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
one thing about black churches, whether it's Baptist, Methodist, or Pentecostal, a lot of those churches have people that keep the church on fire. And so,
Right.
when you go into those churches, you definitely have to adapt, cause they ran similar, but not exactly the same. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So you
Yeah.
definitely got that. So upon you singing in school, um, were you in any type of chorus in school, or did the music teacher take notice, or
Oh, for sure. Like I said, middle school, high school, gold medals, except two of my years. Every year states, solo and ensemble, I always placed. Um, I was always acting. Played sports a little bit, and I just, I was always infatuated with singing. But like around the time around middle school, I started listening to a lot of R&B, and that's when everything kind of shifted for me. My mom and my dad, they ministers, so I'm listening to Genuine. Pops had to come let me know something. I had to chill out. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's
Mm-hmm,
all
mm-hmm.
good.
Right, right. So speaking of H Town, in that whole Texas area, when
Mhm.
I was growing up, bro, I was a big H Town fan, and to this day, they still one of my favorite groups. So I always tell people when we talk about R&B, I said I haven't quite found a person with a distinctive voice like Dino from H Town,
Mhm.
and R.I.P. to him. H Town is still one of my favorite groups, and I'm always playing that throwback, album, latest edition. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, so upon you discovering this R&B, man, these ballads, the love making music, the music that stop the females in the tracks, and the music that really gets you noticed. When you out in the public, or you at school, and she ain't having a good day, and you said,
Yeah.
well, let me just sing some for you, and it just opened up a new world for her. So when they kind of find out that you had this gift upon you entering high school, you know, how was that transition for you? Did like the business of people wanting you in the studio, or people wanting you to do showcases, did that pick up for you?
It it did. It kind of helped with the popularity for me a lot. I went to a pretty well known big school out here in Dallas. Went to Skyline High School. Um, Holds between 5 and 6,000 students, so that kind of helped with my name. And I recorded my first record probably like 15, 16 years old. So I was doing competitions and winning trophies and things of that nature, but it wasn't on a big scale. But I was starting to make a name for myself. I'll put it that way. And
Hmm.
I was singing before school, after school, and even after I left my high school, I was over the gospel choir for 2 years. So like I was, yeah, I was pretty well known for singing in
Okay,
school around my, yeah.
okay, cool. So, um, if people don't know anything about Dallas, Texas, Dallas, Texas is a gospel connoisseur when it comes to gospel artists.
For
It's
sure.
so many gospel artists in Dallas, Texas. Now, let's talk about that R&B wave in Dallas. So, how was that R&B music scene in Dallas when you first dropped your magic out there? When you dropped those jewels of songs out there, and when you first came out of the studio, how did you navigate to really get your music out there? Because we're talking about no social media at all. So,
Right. And that's a good question. Most people don't ask me that because, yeah, I was around that time when social media wasn't just moving like that a little bit. And for me, it was going to the clubs, going to different studios, finding out who's doing what, just being in the mix. But now it's different. But you talking to the R&B scene right now, and that's not me being cocky, but that's it's me in Dallas right now. To be honest,
okay. So,
not saying
when
I'm the
now,
best vocalist. It's me right now in Dallas.
okay, so when they think of R&B and an R&B singer from Dallas, Texas, you're the one.
I'm the one that's been pushing, and I'm the one with the records. Yeah, seriously.
My man. So, upon you making this record, then you win all these competitions, and you leaving high school. So, did you take those music jewels to a college that you attended?
No, I couldn't take my scholarship. I was a hard head. Got in trouble. Um, in the midst of all this, I got a testimony at the same time. Church boy. Um, I didn't finish school on time. I bumped my head in the streets. I was Mr. Popular, like I said. Sometimes you got to hit your head and come back. And I ended up joining the army. I joined the army. I stopped singing for a little bit, but I was in a gospel group. We was doing well, went national and everything, but my life wasn't together, and I had to find something that keep me balanced. And I ended up joining the military. And I wasn't supposed to be in the military, and that's where the testimony comes in. Because in the state of Texas, you have to have all your credits. You know what I'm saying? And I had all my credits, but I didn't pass a certain test. But of course, I didn't took care of all that now, so that's why I can tell the story, right? But you know what I mean. And that was a stopping point for me in music. I had to mature and handle my life and myself as a man. And I had to go do that, reset, get some balance, get some discipline by myself. And I've been doing this pretty solid now, about 5 years.
Okay. So, are you a musician as well?
No, I know how to dibble dabble. No, I'm not a musician now.
Okay. So you can dibble dabble with the piano some, the acoustic guitar some, but
Yeah,
you wouldn't call
yeah.
yourself a full
Right,
fledged.
exactly.
Okay.
You hit it
I
right
can
on the
understand.
nose. Yeah.
Right. So, for some people that you went to school with, high school with, and if it's some people that you want to pull in right now to work with, is there anybody you can think of?
From high school,
Yeah.
yeah, it's people. I don't know if they'll work. Not because of me, just it's more life than anything. But yeah, it's people I definitely work with. Skyline
Okay.
had a lot of great singers, in my opinion.
Okay then. Okay. Cool. So, tell me about how you got into the acting, the stage plays, and first before you do that, what was your experience like when you learned how to sing opera? Now that's interesting.
Okay, acting. I give that one to my mom. She just put me in plays early, and some of the plays were 2-3 hours long. So I started memorizing lines early. I haven't acted in years now, but it was all in my development with my voice. Now the opera came in more middle school and high school because the choir teacher saw something in some of the singers' voices, and I was one of them, and that's how I got into that lane. And I ended up doing symphonies with bands and singing with orchestras, things of that nature outside of school. It was like an extra situation. That's how I got scholarships, if that makes sense, without me
Okay.
just having to tie everything together. Because that world of music, of dance, singing, ballet, that's a whole nother realm, than what we see every day.
Right. So it's interesting how you was able to maneuver in that type of world, man, and that right there really kind of set you apart. For that's like a hell of a backstory, you know. So that's like a hell of a speech that you can put into your Grammy speech, when you get
Salute,
that
man.
Grammy, you know what I mean? When you get that
Thanks for
Grammy,
calling
so
me, man. Thanks for calling it for me one day, man. Appreciate
no
that.
doubt, no doubt. And so as you are navigating and you was in the army and you stopped singing for a little while. So what made you start back? Or did you still have that urge on the inside of you that wanted to sing?
Yeah, you hit it right on the nose, King Jacob. I still had that urge. And being in the military, I couldn't fulfill that urge. I couldn't be that artist. I couldn't tackle it like I wanted to tackle because I had a job to do, obviously. And of course, it was a lot of yelling and things of that nature. It wasn't sinking, but so I did get asked to be in the choir in the army, but I didn't take that chance. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I ended up at my graduation. I ended up singing at both of my graduations, boot camp and AIT. So yeah, like you know what I mean. It just it's a gift. I don't work on it as much as as I used to as a kid because I'm an adult, but I love doing music, and that's the biggest thing I think that kind of sets me apart. I just love doing it more than anything. At the end of the day, I just like trying to make good music for people, even if it's to get them through something. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. And so upon you being in the army, then you. So how long was you in the army for?
Contract wise, 6 years, but I did four, like four
Oh,
and a half.
okay, 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 okay. So upon you coming home from the army and you're fully out of the army now. So
Hmm.
what was your first step to get back into the music business?
I want to say social media, the blogs, paying attention what's going on in my city.
Okay,
But besides just seeing who the hot rappers is, I had to see what they was talking about. But I know with me singing though, I had to move in a different realm, so I had to understand what they was talking about and bring something to the table. And I
right,
had to maneuver. You know what I'm saying?
right. But the rappers be looking for the hot singers in the city though. Facts.
I wish it was like that down here,
Uh,
but
So it's not.
nah, it's not like that. And they say they want the singers, but a lot of rappers really not musically inclined like that. They don't know what they asking for. I'll put it like that. Uh, some
Well,
some
well,
people listen to music differently than others. That's the best way to say it in a nice way.
okay. Well, you in luck because I got a partner out in Dallas by the name of DJ Tellum. DJ Tellum, what up, man? So you know what I mean. So I'm gonna definitely be sending him your way, man, and definitely linking that up with MJ. Shout out to
I mean,
MJ.
me and DJ tell him we locked in.
Oh, okay, my man, my
Yeah,
man. Okay, that's
yeah,
why
that's
you start
my
laughing.
that's my bro.
Okay, that's why you started. So it's a
Yeah,
small
he
world, bro.
he hit me up today and told me, he's like, man, you gonna be on there with King Jacob? I was like, yeah, yeah. He was like, yeah. He told me he knew you and stuff. He told me
Yeah.
today, like about an hour before I got on with
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
you.
that's
Yeah,
my man, 50 grand. So so it's a small world, bro. Very
yeah,
small world, but that's the power of networking. You know what I mean?
for sure, for sure.
That's the power of networking. So yeah, so he a real good dude, bro, and he
Oh
connected.
yeah,
So you know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah.
So
We just didn't have each other contacts for about a minute. My Facebook and IG had got hacked, and his
uh
number changed and all that. But yeah, me and him like been locked in for years. Like, yeah, we used to kick it. Like we boys, we cool. Yeah, we locked in.
okay, dope. Okay. So um, upon coming back from the army, like, what was the name of the single that you released?
My first single, I would say, was Stallion,
Hmm.
Lolo, and Last Time. Those were my three songs when I came back from the army that I really tried to put out there. I thought I was putting it out there anyway. I was trying to get my feet wet. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So is these songs that are still spinning today, or do you need to digitally remaster these songs and put them back out?
No, they're still spending the day on. One of them, I would say, probably in about 6 months to 9 months, might give me a plaque. So hey. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
Last Time, check it out. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it, whoever's listening to it, thank you so much. The last couple of years, I'm
Yeah,
gonna put it
yeah,
like that.
but I've been listening to my team.
Yeah, yeah. You like that? You like choir trap? You like choir trap? That
I
my
like
me and my
that because you just explaining to how reckless this industry is,
yeah.
and what people got to go through in the industry, and so it needed to be said. But I also like you have a song, can can I or I
Can
can.
I? Can I?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's my
yeah,
latest single. Yeah. If
yeah.
you
So
like that, that's what I'm saying. My project I'm dropping for the wintertime in January, hot winters. Yeah, if you like that one, I got some heaters on there. Like, yeah,
okay,
I got
okay,
some
okay,
heaters.
okay, okay. So what type of producers do you like to engage with? Like, what is your style of producer? Is it a Babyface or is it a Teddy Riley type style, or do you like somebody like a Timbo or a Jess Blaze or a Scott Storch or do you like somebody like Heat Makers or like what is your style of producer?
That's a good question. Just Blaze is a good one. Timbo, I'll say that's a good blend. And Teddy, and
And
that's a good blend of me.
I can't leave out Pharrell though. For real. So
Yeah, for real, for sure.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
On a
like
different level. Yeah, yeah.
right. And so like when it comes to you listening to tracks, man, what type of vibe does a producer have to have when they kind of like send you beats and send you production?
I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it. Not it don't necessarily have to be me being on the song, because I've heard beats or produced records where I can hear the song, but it might not be for me, but it's that hot. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I just gotta feel it. Sometimes like somebody cut something on, I'm like, whoa, like what's that? Who's that? And I go from there. A lot of times I don't even go fishing for beats anymore. I have so many sitting up, but I'm always getting beats, and I'm always thinking of something. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's
Okay.
just I enjoy doing it. So it's not hard for me. Like so like I just enjoy making music. So it's easy. I don't have to think. It just hit me. I don't make it. I don't let it stress me out. I just do it some days.
Mhm. So what's interesting to me is about you is your sound. Like you have uh you have a smooth sound where I can kind of I can see you working with somebody like a Donnell Jones. You know what I mean? Or
Absolutely.
I also can see you working with um with somebody like a Dave East or a Most Def or J Electronica or even somebody like a Slim Thug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so with that being said, man, the sound that you want to give to your audience, like what is your visionary to really capture a, a mind of a new target market audience. Because you can have one set of audience, but if you can grow another audience. So what I mean is, let's talk about an artist like yourself doing a crossover track. What would be a great crossover track for you, and what would be a great crossover artist for you to work with?
That's a good question.
I can give you one
Crossover. Give me
crossover.
one.
Okay, I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you four. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you
Okay.
four. Nick Jonas,
Okay. Okay.
Jesse McCarty,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Josh Stone,
Okay.
and Ashley Simpson, which is Jessica's
Man.
sister.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really hear
Yeah,
the last one, but I see where you're going.
yeah,
But
yeah, 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 yeah,
Ashley,
yeah,
I have to check out some more Ashley. Okay.
yeah,
I know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
else, I'm hip to.
And so I can give you uh, John Mayer,
Yeah.
Adam Levine from Maroon Five.
Mhm.
Um,
It's me getting. I put it like this. It's me getting with the right set of uh,
but
core of person to help me push it out. I have the voice. A lot of times it's me being with the right engineer. I'll put it to you like that. Because I'm very teachable. If I need to pronounce something or breathe different or do this differently, but I also do that for artists too. But I'm all about trying to create something that's everlasting, like something that make you raise your eyebrow, or you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I'm
and
with that
so
all day.
the type of questions that I like from artists like yourself is questions like these. Um, your top five MCs, your top five R&B cats, your top five gospel cats, and your top five country cats. And who would you want to work? So you say you put out you gonna have a new project. So I feel like when an artist is changing their narrative on how a listener hears them, when it comes through the headphones or the speakers. And so I feel like a lot of artists close themselves in, and they can't diversify their sound. And what I mean by that, like you might have a track with Jeezy, then you might have another track with Adam Levine, then you might have another track with with um with Erica Campbell, and then you might have that last track with Kenny Chesney. You know what I mean? Which is
Yeah,
country
yeah,
country thing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
when I say diversify that sound,
yeah. I can do that.
uh,
Yes.
yeah, give them something that they never heard, and it don't have to be those people. It can be indie artists that just
Hmm.
give you that diversified sound where y'all can work together and do a whole campaign, and it's gonna be beneficial for everybody. And so, I just want artists to not put themselves in a box and just because music is a universal language, and
I agree.
people from
Yeah.
all over the world buy music, man. And that universal language with the music ain't got no color, creed, faith, shape, none of that, man. The
Right.
language
Right.
is just universal. And so, I think that I know that you are hot enough artist to diversify that sound, because I tell people if you really want to know what's popping, man, you got sites. You got SoundCloud, you got Audio, you got Automatic, you got several Bandcamp, you got several sites that is hot any artist from every different genre. So,
Right.
that's why I'm saying this to you.
No, for sure, for sure. I'm with it. I'll just have to go out on the limb and start doing some of those songs because a lot of times I don't get to be around those type of artists a lot of times, and I travel a lot. Uh, and I've been in the states. I'm trying to get out the states next year and do some work, but I haven't been put in a lot of spaces where I can work on those type of features and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's something I definitely would like to do. Like some of the artists you were calling out, like I definitely like to do country. It's because of my baritone. I
Right,
love to be on the record. You know what I mean? I love to do a pop or a techno song with Adam Levine. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, yeah, I feel you all day with it.
right, right, right. And so let's tap in on your new single first, and then we're gonna talk about the expertise of public relations and why not just indie artists, but every artist need public relations. So let's talk about the creation and the vibe for your single that you have out now.
Well, give it a try, or can I? Which one?
Can I?
Can I? Well, I was setting the tone for my project Hot Winners. A lot of people don't know this. You the first one to hear this. Can I is the opener to the project. It's a mood setter to let you know what you're going into. But Can I was to show chivalry at the same time. Um, Asking, even though a lot of times your woman already done said yes, it's just more insightful and enticing for your lady or vice versa. Far as if a woman is enticing her man or man enticing her woman, either way. But that's what the record is for. It's just a little play with your companion a little bit. Can I, even though she done already said yes, but in a verse I am talking about, you know, what I'm gonna do and all that. But that's pretty much what it's about. It's a mood set.
Okay, 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 okay. So it's that red light special setter, where you drinking your nice red wine and you got the lights dim and you got the music low in the background and yeah, okay, okay, I can dig it.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
dig it.
It's smooth and slick and respectful at the same time. You know.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I tell people all the time, man. One of my favorite singers ain't here no more, man. But he was a smooth, slick dude that was memorable, like none other than Gerald Levert. He had
Oh
all that.
yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Smooth soul power. Say
yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
cold.
I heard Tank say, that R&B is back and is about to go to a new level. He said there's some projects that's working, indie and mainstream, where the Indian mainstream is going to meet as one. and take R and back to that true essence that it really needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we have cats like you like that that still know how to rock ballads, that still know how to write for themselves and write for a female if need be. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, I do most of yeah.
Right, right. So, do you have your own production company or your own label?
Triple D R&B in Dallas Entertainment.
That's what I
That's
thought. That's
me.
what I thought. That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
I'm the owner. I put out a few songs with a couple artists that they tried. They see how what the work is. They get a little frustrated and they fall back. But yeah, that's what I have here. It's a household name here in Dallas. Everybody knows.
So,
Um,
are you accepting submissions for artists?
yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay.
And
And so, what is required for an artist to sign with you?
I wouldn't say it over the air, but it's not
Okay.
like
Okay.
I'm.
Got
You
it.
know what I'm saying? But I'll
Yeah.
sum it up like this: if you come to Triple D R&B, we're gonna teach you what you need to do, and it's on you to invest. But for every so much we give you, it's a small situation that you have to hash out with me, and this wearing the flag, basically Triple D R&B. If you're gonna be a part, have to promote. You got to get out there. You got to grind. Because I can't do everything for you. Because I don't have a lot of money like that. But I can show you the way. I can show you how to get some numbers and get paid the right way. Nothing illegal. The right way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's that. If any artist want to learn how to do this the independent way and take baby steps, and you don't have a lot of money, yeah, I can show you that. I can show you how to get some money though from your actual music, like, and some real money, not no chump change. But you got to be willing to reach out to DJs and grind yourself and invest in yourself to see it come back though. A lot of artists don't understand that. They just think it's just all talent, and it's not. It's business too, and it's some of your payola too. You know.
Yeah. Right. 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 And so, with that being said, are you looking for all genres of music?
No, I ain't gonna say all genres of music because I can't help all genres. You know what I'm saying? But the majority I can. It really depends on the artist. Once I had that conversation and I see where the artist's mind space is at, because if they don't have at least most of it together, there's only so much I can do. You know,
Hmm.
but we do live in an era now where technology is amazing and it can make anyone sound like something. But that's another topic. But it depends on the person more than anything.
Okay. 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 I can dig it. I can dig it. So, that's what's up, man. You got your own label, and you can show artists how to get paid, but they just can't be lazy. They gotta want it. So
Yeah,
that's fair enough. If somebody gonna show you the blueprint on how to make money for the rest of your life, then you definitely got to put some work in. So I can
yeah.
definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that. So, uh, public relations, marketing, and branding. How important is that to you as a recording artist, as a label owner, as a businessman, as a person that want to impact his community?
It's really everything, and I'm learning that more in depth in the last couple of years, I should say. But it's everything. Like you said, public relations. You getting your name, your product out to others that you can't even touch while you either sleep or you're at work or hanging with the family. You need that extra help. Like you said, merch. My manager kind of helped me with my merch. Like I knew about merch, but not how to get it in a certain professional quantity and bundle packaged a certain way to look professional. Shout out to DJ Kawan, my manager. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like it they helped mold me. Like I understood how to grind, but I didn't understand the business. And they helped me step my game up to where now I deal with people that can possibly change my life sooner than later. I put it like that.
Okay, okay, okay. That's what's up, man. And so you definitely have a well known a grinder, a fire publicist, and yeah, she definitely do her thing on a whole nother different scale for
Yeah.
sure.
So salute to my publicist, MJ, Hip Hop Connects,
Yeah,
MJ Savino. Salute.
yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt, man. So how do you plan to have your music to help you impact the community? And when impacting the community, what are some fundraisers or some charity events that you want to do as an artist in your way of giving back?
Well, I definitely like to do things for the homeless. We have a lot of homeless now here in Dallas. It used to be like that, but when I do things like that, I'm not gonna have no cameras out or anything like that. But I want to do food drives, things of that nature. I'm gonna get with my buddy. We're gonna possibly get some hoodies. We can't help everybody, but if we can get 30 or 40 hoodies or some coats or something, we gonna do things like that, or give them some food here and there. We do things like that. Like my money hasn't climbed too much, but when we do get some money, we always do give back though.
Okay, okay. Well, man, it ain't really about how much money you got, man. It's about what you do and make sure what you do is impactful. Because when it's cold, you're saving somebody from possibly catching pneumonia, catching a flu. You know, because you got to think they're homeless and they don't have anything to put on. So if you can impact one life, then you did a great job. You know what I mean?
Salute. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
yes,
for
sir.
sure.
Yes, sir. And so, as far as that right there, feeding the homeless, like, what are some other organizations that's near and dear to your heart that you would like to partner with to do definitely concerts and to give at least 25% back to the organization?
Well, if I could, I definitely like to do something with some churches down the line, because that's my roots. I also used to work at a drug rehab center, so hopefully in the near future, with some of my contacts, we put something together for the people there that go through things, or and that are there for like 6 months at a time, a year. Probably possibly put a show on for them or something like that, or anything like and even the army. I know when I was in the army, sometimes they have concerts for the soldiers. So as I'm as I'm growing in my path, hopefully I knock on those doors to get to do those things. To be honest, so yeah,
Right, right. I would definitely like to do something with foster agencies because I feel like a lot of foster kids don't ever get seen or get heard. And I would just like to do a artist development music showcase with nothing but foster kids.
yeah,
And,
that'd
and,
be
and
dope, man. If you do something
yeah,
like that, let me know, man.
I definitely will. I definitely will, man. Because I just really think that with all they go through, with not, knowing why their parents gave them up, not knowing who their parents are, and still being overlooked by society, I think there's a void that need to be filled for foster kids. Whether it's doing the music or whether I show them how to run a whole sports segment on a podcast because I have a sports segment that I partner with one of my partners with called 901 Sports, 910 Sports Podcast every Sunday at 8:15 a.m. and it was dedicated to high school and collegiate athletes that never get any exposure. You know what I
And
mean?
then
So
that's fire right there.
yeah, yeah, man. So if you got
That's straight.
if you got them kids out in Texas, man, let me know, bro. I definitely got a spot for them. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, man. So, but all in all, man, Jay, um, you had a remarkable journey so far, and it's only gonna get better. And
Man, I believe that.
you definitely gotta stay inspired so you can inspire somebody else. And
No doubt.
so I just look to hear more and bigger and better things from you. We definitely gonna keep up with each other, man, and just reintroduce both of your singles to the audience and tell them where to go get your singles.
No doubt, no doubt. Uh, give it a try. It's on all streaming platforms. You can look it up. If you can't find it on any streaming platform, you can go to my website at www.jwaitersmusic.com. My music's on there. You can check me out on there. And I just released Can I? Can I is out for the people right now. I don't even have it up on the website. It's been out a couple of weeks. I'm just prepping everyone for my new project and give it a try as a video out for that too. Shout out
Mhm.
Twist Smith Productions. He produced the record, and shout out Charming Music for producing Can I. So
Okay,
yeah,
you heard it first. The Chatterbox with King Jacob, and just want to add this. Um, I'm gonna say shout out to Unique Blessings. It's a nonprofit I used to work for, and the nonprofit is dedicated, for domestic violence victims, sexual assault victims that go through mental health trauma, emotional health trauma, and is dedicated to human trafficking. So, for people who don't know about human trafficking is a $4 or $5 billion business right now. And the number one spots are Atlanta, Georgia, um, Chicago, Illinois, Las Vegas, Nevada, uh, Dallas, Texas, and Los Angeles, California. So I've been challenging artists to kind of make songs to grow awareness about human trafficking and about that and about the absentee of a father, because it ties hand in hand. So a lot of the girls that's been got caught up in the human trafficking world, they didn't have fathers in the home, and so that really breaks my heart. So just challenging artists, man, how to be impactful with what's going on in society, and because the artist has a platform, they have a voice that matter, and they have an impactful voice that can help save lives. So I just wanted to put that out there, man, and you know, it's it's more. So who says that you can't be a musician and a humanitarian? So I don't know who
right.
told artists that they can't do it. They can do both, and they can win at doing both. And so I just want to say, man, salute to all the artists. Keep grinding. You know, um, we got to rebrand and restructure the community so we can get back to the true essence of the community. And so, Jay, man, I'm here. So if I can help you in any way, I definitely will. And shout out to MJ once again for plugging us. Shout out to my man DJ Tellum. Shout out to Exquisite PR firm. Shout out to everybody that rock with us, that rock with the podcast. And I just want to say thank you once again for coming on, man.
Salute. I want to say before I get out here, thank you for having me on here, King Jacob. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to do it again. Shout out to my team, Triple D R&B, Ant, Damo, CJ Watson, Sherika. Y'all already know what's up. And everybody that tuned in, Valandria and y'all, DJ Tellum. Y'all know what it is. Much love, man.
All
Y'all
right.
know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Peace, man. Be blessed.
You too, brother.